Hello, hello, and welcome back, friends old and new. Deis Ferrous here with some more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. We have been very busy, but I think we're about to be forced to wrap up Act 2, Chapter 2, as we're being basically commanded to go back to Dargonus, as apparently a large Xenos threat is actually on its way there. And as far as I can remember, I don't have any other side objectives. There's two other small systems that I can't quite get to at the moment. But yeah, Yiralet is currently in our master chambers, so we get to talk to her and see what is on our lovely Aldari's mind. I'm just pestering her. Hello. Taking careful steps, almost without sound, Yiralet examines the study's interior, raising her brows in surprise and muttering something to herself in the Aldari tongue. Yiralet, what a pleasant surprise to see you here. I had no idea this was your dwelling until I entered it. The Aldari turns her emerald gaze on you. It seems she is completely unfazed by your sudden appearance. On my craft world, we all held a simple custom. You may set your foot wherever your path requires. Sacred ground was the only exception to this rule. Is there something sacred in this room, Ilhantak? Yurlet looks around the room. I do not think so. Monitor. There we go. My monitor flickered out for a second. Buddy, you good? Can you stay on this time? Weird. There's gotta be a loose wire somewhere. No, though it is like only while I'm playing games that it temporarily flicks out. It's weird. How did you manage to slip past the enforcers? You know I avoid your kin and their obsessive attention. It was merely easy to distract a couple of Monkey and slip past. Meeting your eyes, Yurlet nods in understanding. I suppose this is not pleasant news to hear. I am somewhat surprised, but I'm not opposed to such visits. You may come here anytime you like. Yurlet tilts her head in confusion. Do I need permission to do so? But is your entire world contained within this metal cage, Alantak? Your ship, these chambers, they are but a speck of dust, an island, a temporary shelter in a world that is far bigger and more expansive than... Well, enough of that. Now that you are here, I wish to speak with you about our agreement. I've traveled through the Vale many times inside your steel-winged bird, and every time her voice torments me, trying to drive me mad. Yurlet stares through you, unconsciously touching the spirit stone on her chest with a trembling hand. Her whispers fill my ears each time I enter the warp, inescapable and incessant, poisoning and inflaming every single emotion and thought, making making them uncontrollable. I have learned to shut myself off as best I can, just so that I might have the chance to search for what I've lost. We found everyone we could, Elantak, and all of them were dead. Hopelessness and despair gleam in Yurlet's eyes, and her voice breaks treacherously. But the thread of fate is not broken, and I no longer know how to help my people. I failed to save anyone, and I failed to learn the truth about Prudak's demise. I have lost my way, And I thought you were the only person on this entire ship who might understand. And I was not wrong to think so, was I? For a moment, a sad smile flickers on Yerlet's face, and her voice rings with agonizing doubt. No matter what, you tried to keep your promise. Even if your species loves to stamp out any life form they find undesirable. I mean, I do stand by my actions, but like I don't agree with that follow-up of your kin got nothing less than they deserve. Like I tried my best to help. Clearly, I don't think they deserve death, so do not give up. You'll find what you're looking for. What is this, Alantak? Consolation? What do you... Yerlet's words are interrupted by a strange sound, similar to a stifled sigh. Her gaze trained upon something past you. Turning around, you see what caught her attention. An odd, unsightly shard of porous material, mounted on the wall like a trophy. An entire kaleidoscope of emotions plays across her face, changing too quickly to catch. She sighs once more, and then her feelings are concealed behind an impenetrable, impersonal mask. What is this, Monkey? Yerlet's voice sounds unusually cold. Something has changed. It is as though you've cut yourself off from me. Yerlet, what is going on? Yerlet looks at you, her eyes devoid of every emotion, every shred of life and warmth that you previously beheld in them. You are observant, Alantak. How unusual. But there is no need to trouble your mind with conjecture. I have inflicted enough of my unbridled feelings upon you, but I am in control again. Enough. I've lingered here too long. From now on, I will avoid entering places you prefer to keep hidden from me. That's not... I... um... I feel like I feel like I messed up that interaction there. Um... You know what? We're gonna not jump to Dargonis just yet. We're actually gonna go to... Gonna finish up matters aboard the ship and go to the Void Ship Shrine. We do need Cabela already. Okay, she's already there. Uh, yeah, this works. Interesting. I want to get this quest going, and then I can hop to Dargonis, and that's everything just on Dargonis. This is happening on the Void Ship itself, so I figured that shouldn't actually theoretically take that much time. You know, this is probably happening like during a warp jump or some such, because those usually take a little bit, as far as I understand. Cabela extends a finger topped with a metal claw towards Confessor Adalbert. The divination has revealed that you stand beside the enemy, Nemesite. Speak only the truth before the Domin and the Undying One. Adalbert meets Cabela's words calmly, with almost majestic resignation. A defender of the people and a tyrant's minions are two faithful servants of opposing ideas. Oh, excuse me. I'm very burpy today, apparently. Two souls that have rejected everything else for the sake of duty, and now I see that your collision with him was inevitable. Adalbert shifts his gaze to you and lets out a mournful sigh. I was warned about your visit, Deis, as well as its purpose. Who alerted you to my visit? My son, the protector of those whose blood you feed upon, whose hard work has paid for your content life on the upper decks of this ship. I demand an explanation, Professor, this instant. Your pet tormentor who extols death is right. I know Nemesite, and I assist him. Just like him, I'm your enemy, Deis. Adalbert raises his voice, and in the soft tenor, You hear notes of accusation as deep as rolling thunder. And I'm also the enemy of your cruel regime, where life is dirt under the enforcer's feet, where a man has nothing to eat, writhes in fear, and knows no hope. Hi, Jocasta. You're hiding in the back. Starbuck clenches her fists until her knuckles crunch. You treasonous impostor! To think that I listened to your sermons as anointed by your hand. You will choke on your words along with the teeth I'm about to knock out. Adalbert dignifies her with neither a word nor a glance. I mean, I too desire a better life for my subjects. The past, the past, the past that need not be violent. Let us make peace and change life on the ship together. Tortured doubt lingers on the confessor's face for a moment, for being superseded by his former conviction. Even if your intentions are pure, you are too tainted, poisoned. No, the matter is clear. You or us. Peace and coexistence are impossible. Do you serve Nemesite, or do you command him? I follow him as he once followed me. Nemesite is my son, if not by blood, then in spirit. I took him in as a willful child, and I fostered the best in him, a passion for justice, the indomitable flame of a fighter, and unyielding determination. I have been preparing him for years. You have raised a living instrument that serves a purpose without question. Cabela speaks cautiously, as if not entirely sure of her judgment. Such is his purpose, to be the hope, to break the shackles, to end the centuries of torment that have passed aboard this ship. A great sacrifice for a great cause. He falls silent, looking at Cabela expectantly. You should be familiar with his ways, except that instead of a sower of freedom, you were raised to be an executioner's sword. What else were you lying about? One last confession? Why not? He frowns and pulls back his collar, as if he were short of breath. I'm not Adalbert. That was the name of an initiate from a clan of confessors who passed away from disease many years ago. I was born in squalor on the lower decks, and at the behest of the... He falters, as if wanting to add something. And it was by the Emperor's command that I took Adalbert's place through deception, pretending to be him. The dead man had inherited much influence and many thrones from his clan, which hastened my successful rise through the ranks. But it was not for wealth and power that I did this. I accepted the burden of hard work to empower the common people, to pave the way for liberation from oppression and injustice. And my part is almost done. Cabela whispers to you. I sense no lie in his voice or bearing, Domin Diaz. He feels and welcomes death with open arms. The moment, the moment favors us. We must learn more. He who betrays his oath will not deliver Nemesite to us. But from his words we may divine knowledge of our enemy. Your liberation, rooted in betrayal and bloodshed. This is war, Deis. The war for our liberation, and we are willing to die and kill for it, because our enemy is brutal and deaf to our pleas. You have deserved it. He resolutely places his hand over his heart. Sarbak reacts to his gesture with due suspicion, sharply gripping her weapon, prepared to eliminate any threat to you. How did your deception go unnoticed? You were not there for those years of pestilence. Confessors attended every deck and died in multitudes. New ministers were recruited in every port, at every station. Their names and faces blurred together, and we recognized our kin only by their robes. No one who knew Adelbert's true face survived that time. The Emperor saved me from being exposed. Any last words, Adelbert? The shackles will fall, and there will be nothing left of your tyranny, nor of you. Adelbert speaks without hatred. His even voice is that of a martyr in his way of glory. You're responsible for the deaths of countless people. The time has come for a reckoning. You seem to have mistaken my humility in the face of death for submission. Albert smiles weakly. It is not for you to decide my fate. I will make the choice myself. I will surrender my life in the fight for our future. I will die, but I will take you with me. He clicks his fingers, and the initiates who have been standing humbly around turn in your direction, their white robes opening to reveal a variety of weapons. For Nemesite, brothers and sisters, for freedom! Lord Captain, this is an ambush! They've been waiting for us! Cyrax's shouts hit your ears, drowning out hurried footsteps and the clinking of plasteel. Oh boy. Use a grenade! Protect the Lord Captain! Let's see forces and Sauerback down. That's not good. Okay. Let's see. Let's get the rear. You. Backline. I might have a good spot to put backline. I'm just gonna throw it there. Front line. Throw on this guy for now. If I go like that. Oh, that's a whole wall there. What if I go like there? Oh, you guys are the bulky ones. Okay. Okay. So run over there. Pascal.
Are always drowned in scarlet.
I'm counting on you, buddy. Really counting on you to help Cassie here. You know, I could give him charge. No. Go Abelard. Get buffed up. Pascal.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
Go there, though, actually. Buff up. Fine, perfect. Gonna do that to give us a whole bunch of buff. You, that'll be you. Oh, back to Pascal. Gonna move you here. Can you see this guy?
My competencies are not.
God, line of sight in this game is so terrible. Move like there. God, line of sight in this game is so bad. Someone's actually gotta take care of this guy, so it's not a huge deal. Still, just goodness gracious.
Request approved.
Bonk. And, not great. Not great. Oh, he's just got a whole flame. I see.
We bring deliverance.
Very well played, sir. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, very well played. Shh. You also have a flamer. Cool. Right. Geez, this man stamped the whole clergy against us.
Guides me. The true believers will inherit all.
That was insulting!
The angel will reward us.
You're gonna be annoying, aren't you? If I can get... If I do...
God Emperor, move
Whoops.
through me. Be the fire in my heart.
If I do that...
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Um... You know, we're gonna... Take out Zach.
High momentum.
Doubt is for the
Hunt
weak.
you. Hunt... You. Can I get any of you? I can
As
get
the Emperor commands, I act.
and just immediately tank
Thy
all of you
light
guys.
I stand, and thy light I crave.
Dunk. 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 You're still standing. What? 6:35. How are you alive? That's fine.
I'll do it.
Finish
As the Emperor
you
commands,
off with that
none can
single
escape
shot.
the Emperor's judgment.
Oh, there's Rebel and Slaughter Bay. Dunk.
My Emperor.
Okay. Could have been better. Could have been better.
Slavery is part of the trial.
So much fire. What the?
My ears are ringing.
Net cannon. Let's get. Cabela's gonna immediately get
I
in
shall
there
not
and
fail.
mess with this guy.
An offering of blood. Trust me. Caught by the web.
Flash.
The shadows. Let your
Triple
soul
chop.
be purged.
Not what I meant to click.
Trust me.
Splatter.
As the
And we'll take that
tenets
free
demand.
hit. Not a lot of damage, but it is damage. Gonna hop up here. You have pistol. Fit. Let's see if I can start taking out the
Never
sniper.
wavered in
That
the
actually
face
be
of
really good.
adversity.
Sniper will just be pain in
Absolutely
the
not.
butt. Yeah, there we
Nothing
go.
I can't do.
Takes out the sharpshooter. Perfect. Now let's give
Already done.
Argenta another turn, I think.
All too easy.
Pop that Rebel and Slaughter, which will actually be really good.
I'll do it.
And then
Right, is a
cool,
prayer.
cool. That worked out well. Who could use another full turn? Let's see. Because I got those guys lined. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to
My
Argenta.
time is now.
She's gonna go here,
Rejoice in battle.
buff up,
As the Emperor
fair and
commands.
sister. Perfect.
I'll do it.
Rebel and Slaughter.
Faith
Running
without
gun.
deeds is worthless. enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Take that.
This is...
That's
I'll
fine.
do it.
Pop free reload.
Eradicate.
Guarantee that hit. And
I refuse.
oh, no line of sight.
Doubt is
Guarantee
for the
that hit. Beautiful. Claim the bounty
As the Emperor
and take
commands.
you. Cool, cool. Alright, that went very well. Now it's just this guy, Adalbert. We're not wasting time. I can't step there. Weird. Okay,
Tried and
There we
tested
go.
tactics are the best ones.
weird.
At your
Charging.
beck and call. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Okay. Extra. Each.
For one for
Getting
lances.
reach. And just beat the snot out of
Victory
this
is
dude.
imminent. I took care of this one.
And go, Abelard.
It will be done. I've suffered worse.
Beat him up. God, Abelard's
What?
moving
You are
crazy.
target.
Just fucking zoom. There we go.
Just a minor setback.
The battle is over, and silence descends once again upon the chapel. Flakes of ash whirl quietly in the air before coming to a rest on the blood trickling slowly across the floor. You ought to see this, Domen Deis. Cabela leans over the confessor's body and slices off the edge of his collar with her blade, revealing a tiny scar on the back of his neck. It looks just like the one the captured worker in the plasma drive chambers had, except that this one clearly healed a long time ago. So it was connected to the genetic aberration as well. Delightful. We now know much more about the enemy. Cabela ponderously runs her fingers along the flat of the blade. About just how deep the poison of conspiracy runs within the veins of your ship. But the blood-spun web has wrapped itself around its base too tight. The Nemesite can no longer hope to escape. Her ruminations are interrupted by a furious hiss. Sarbach snarls a curse through her teeth, and spits at Adalbert's smoking remains. Her left arm hangs limp, and her face is mangled by shrapnel. Lord Captain, we have a prisoner. She points her weapon to the man standing hunched over in pain. Permission to finish off the cur. Down with the tyrant. The broad-shouldered initiate, who calls himself Zeke, clutches a deep wound, glaring at you with hatred. I have questions for you, traitor. I doubt you'll like the answers. Were you serving Nemesite for a cause, or simply for money? Zeke flashes you a bloody grin. He promised us freedom. Where is Nemesite's hideout? Even the confessor didn't know where it is. He was afraid of spies. We're giving his son's secrets away under torture. See, we can't get to our champion. Are there any other senior officers helping you? Officers? There's no one else among them who is pure. They only care about power and gorging themselves on the scraps you throw them. Or else they would have long since turned against you. Zeke can barely finish the sentence before he is beset by a torrent of gurgling coughs. How many more of you mutineers are hiding on my ship? I want to know your names. I want to know where you meet. Everything. The confessor said every compartment has people who fight for our cause. They promised to take me into the circle of our most devoted believers. Then I would know. Even then, I would tell you nothing. Not even under torture. I've learned all I need. The initiate only looks at you sullenly. They were waiting for us. It was a trap. Yes, Lord Captain. Adalbert had been warned, yet he chose not to flee. Instead, he stayed behind to set a trap for us. Did he really believe this madness would succeed and he would somehow survive? He did not want to survive. His only hope was to kill. Nemesis managed to turn his adoptive father into a blade pointed squarely at the domain's throat. Just as Adalbert himself had once turned Nemesis into a weapon, neither of them feared death. That's a devious, mind-twisting beast. Sarlacc frowned with worry. I had been going through my predecessor's archives recently, and I may have an idea as to what manner of creature this Nemesis is. We are dealing with a Kellermore, a special variety of mutant filth in service of genetic cults. These creatures are made and raised to play the part of the people's leader, an inspiration for the mutinous rabble. The Kellermorph's purpose is to sow disorder and use their rebellion to eliminate the ruling elite, those who might be capable of opposing the Xenos. Now let us decide what to do with our surviving traitor. Do not kill him in vain. Cabela shakes her head. Those who follow the tenets of the web know that, just as we deserve death, so too does it deserve us. Allow the death of this man to become an instrument in your hands, Domin Deus. Pass off the traitor's body, as that of Nemesis, instill fear in his supporters. The enemy will be forced to act to undo this deception, exposing himself to the process. That's actually a good idea. Do as Cabela proposes. We will make certain that the lower deckers believe their hero to be dead. We will leave the body to hang for a good long while, that the hopes of the mutineers may rot along with the corpse. Well, bonk. Picked the wrong side, buddy. Sorry. That is one traitor dealt with, Lord Captain. How many more have been poisoned by the false confessor's heresy? A new spiritual shepherd must be appointed quickly to banish any mutinous thoughts sown by the traitor from the minds of the crew and to strengthen their faith and obedience. With the ship's confessor, the rabble will begin to whisper that the Emperor has forsaken us, and such deaths will only play into the rebels' hands. Appoint a loyal crew member who is known for the strength of their faith. Someone the children of the Void will recognize as their own. Do not want any outsiders. As you command, I will order the chapel to be restored as well. The blessed shield. Ooh. Plus 10% shield strength on all sides. That's good. I will send agents to every deck. Next time Nemesis rears his head, which I'm certain will happen sooner rather than later, we will be one step ahead of him, and not the other way around. Cool. Sarlacc staggers away, and your gaze turns to the motionless Cabela, staring at her own reflection within a pool of blood. Is something wrong? I'm thinking about Nemesis, my adversary. The more I learn about him, the more I see a vague reflection of myself. A twisted reflection, perhaps, but all too familiar. Like me, he was forced to tread the path of servitude from an early age, stripped of anything that might stand in the way of duty. A champion and a zealot, left with nothing but an idea forged and tempered by his mentor. Um... Um, you are indeed alike. It is up to you to prove before the God Emperor's gaze that the tenets of the web are stronger than whatever Nemesite believes in. Yes, Doman Diaz. Your words echo through my soul, and we are in accord. Nemesite will fall, for his ways are dark and have led him astray. Gabella trails a metal claw across her lips, sealing her promise with blood.
Reading damage log.
Let's grab all this loot. Fiery Retribution. Interesting. Enemy Finder. Hand Flamer. Sword, Rebel, Sniper Rifle. Casing Chestplate. Interesting. Heavy Leather Armor. Yoink. The Heavy Rock Saws. Great Sword. Lots of fire grenades. Oh, hello. I have a skill
Victory
check over here.
awaits. I did fine.
An ancient-looking chainsword without a fuel engine rests in the weapon rack. The shape of its teeth make you think of the Ulma Univalis, a pattern from the Angevin Crusade era. That's a nice little bit of lore and XP we got for that. We enjoy it. Heavy rock saw, rusty heavy rock saw. That's kind of funny. Oh, you need strength 50 for that. That's a heavy ass flamer. 15 to 20. 5 to 9. Do I have a normal flamer lying around by chance? Does not appear so. I cannot compare that, unfortunately. How does that hold up? Not as good. God, Avalard is dripped out, honestly. What other helmets do I have? Oh, that, right. That was, chance by 9. Honestly, I think I'm gonna swap that out because I don't get hurt into melee that much. Any other helmets? Thinking of what I could give to Avalon, because I don't think he's really making a lot of use of his current helmet. Enforcer helmet. I don't use Tonic Screen. I use Tonic Screen sometimes, unless I've had something directly buffing his physical stuff.
None shall stand in
That'll
my
do,
way.
like physical strength and DPS and survivability. That does pretty fine. The bridge. I think for now we're just waiting for an update on Nemesite. So we just are making our way to Darkonis now. I believe. I'm gonna double check the journal once the loading finishes. First scanning thing. I'm supposed to complete the look at me. Yeah, so we're waiting to hear back on Nemesite matters. From the void. Yeah, go back to Darkonis. We're gonna go to of genetic aberrations could have spread across many worlds and ships. Each case of contamination must be documented. So we need to make our way to the planet Jesavon. That's on Darkonis. Admit shots, I'm on Darkonis. Don't remove Darkonis. Wait. Give the okay to do the... yeah, so everything's on Darkonis. Waiting, and then... Jesavon. Okay, cool. So let us see. If Jessam's on the way, I'll stop. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna beeline to Dargonis for now. Oh yeah, we're way down here. Where is Jessamon? I have no idea. Valstone's all done. Giannis is all done. Gabagama's all done. Vabos. Holy Servitude. Yeah, we'll get that going. No reason not to. And we're still getting Hallucinatory Chem Thermite, which I think is the last one anyways. Oh, I missed a planet there. And Burning World. Interesting, interesting. Put a stress signal down there. Lots of little stuff has been opened up now. Has been opened up since we've upgraded a lot of our things. I'm gonna continue. There's nothing here, so we'll go here. So whatever's on the way, we'll check out. IDEX. I forget what was on IDEX. Theta. Identified ruins. The arid world. Well, we're not gonna get to any of that anyways. So we're really only gonna have the thing that's here. That I noticed here, which I don't remember what it was called. Continental world. Unforeseen events. Interesting. Oh, even for more. I remember this one now, but interesting that it still is marked on the map. Whatever. No big deal, just means we get to save time, really. We'll travel down here. Lord Captain, your plan was a success. Our provocation against Nemesite and the killing of the traitor Adalbert has brought out all the rest of them. My forces have captured a number of suspicious individuals and beaten the truth out of them. The scum Nemesite wishes to avenge his mentor's death and plans to delay the ceremony of the officer's anointment. Since the impious Adalbert has turned out to be an apostate, it is the new confessor's duty to ensure that the officers retake their oath to the God Emperor. Traditionally, the ceremony is attended by the officers' families, and it is they who are the target of the mutineer. He wishes to slaughter all the ship's elite in one fell swoop. I've ordered a trap to be set for the Democite. Would you like to be personally involved in the operation? What kind of trap? We will replace the civilians with enforcers and their relatives of the appropriate age. Dress them all in their formal clothes and hide their weapons underneath. When Nemesite tries to strike, he will find only cruel disappointment. For the last time in his worthless life. Oh, wait, the appropriate age? Are there going to be elderly and youths present? It is necessary for the sake of secrecy. Let me assure you, all of my people will gladly risk their lives. Will gladly risk their families for the good of the Von Valancius dynasty, without fear or hesitation. I will attend the ceremony. You hear a burst of interference, followed by Cabela joining the channel. Domin Deus, the whispers of death are uttering the name of Nemesite ever more loudly. I must meet the enemy face to face. Very well, we will capture him together. So be it. Cabela's voice is quiet, yet somehow even more grim and ominous than usual. Alright. For a second I was about to take your I'm like, ah! Well, again, I probably should have that logic with Cassie and Pascal, and there's like a whole bunch of them too. So you know, we're just gonna go. I'm not gonna overthink this anymore, actually. No, because again, the opposite of nice. So Cassie actually doesn't make sense. Really, Let's the only one that doesn't need to be there, who would be weird being there. The rows of disguised enforcers are listening to the confessor's words in silence. All around you, all around you are Sarlac's chosen people, each dressed as a member of the officers' families. Close by, a kindly-looking old woman is fumbling with a starched handkerchief. Catching your eye, she smiles with a mouth that is missing half its teeth, and whispers, "Everything is going as planned, your lordship." Look at the participants in the ceremony. The facade is holding. With everyone playing their role perfectly, the Master at Arms must have instructed them thoroughly and shown them how best to conceal their weapons. All of them are wearing their best, and even you cannot tell where they are hiding their armaments. And who might you be, Madam Matriarch? Belinda Truffgold, Lord Captain, transferred from the Enforcers with the rank Senior Lieutenant to the staff of your Lordship's quarters on account of my age and declining health. But as you can see, there's no such thing as a former Enforcer. Beware an old man in a young man's game. This woman is badass. A friendly smile stretches across your bloodless lips. I'm bored. Perhaps you might amuse me with a story? Oh, the stories I could tell. I remember in the early days of my time in service, someone started poisoning the food in the kitchen. We couldn't catch the vermin, so I came up with an idea to get into a vat of protein porridge and catch them unawares. I was a small and skinny little thing, so I climbed into the vat and sat there up to my neck in porridge. I waited a long time before someone lifted the lid. It wasn't one of the kitchen servants, but a man twice my size, carrying a bag of foul-smelling stuff. And that was it. I grabbed him by the shoulders and dunked him into the porridge. I held the brute down until he passed out. Master at Arms back then, he lauded my ingenuity, commended me for apprehending the poisoner, but he also took the cost of porridge out of my wages. Perhaps he could have climbed into an empty vat? You're not wrong, but I was young and foolish, and I thought only of how I might nab the culprit. What a delightful tale. Give me another. I'm afraid we don't have time, Lord Captain. You must be vigilant. The treacherous scum is about to reveal himself. The ceremony comes to an end. The vows are given, and the forehead of every officer is graced with the touch of the confessor. Now comes the moment for the closing prayer. And may the God Emperor protect us. A loud and menacing voice booms through the hall, cutting short the sacred words. But not today. He's got 3 arms. That shit ain't good. Oh.
You cannot stop the angels, faithful!
You know, I feel like wielding 3 revolvers is not the most efficient use of your 3 hands. Oh, jeez, there's a lot of them.
Defensive positions! Do not let a single one break through!
Hit him with the Uno reverse, lads.
I won't heed your cries of mercy!
Okay, so we got my boys behind us. Now this guy over here, Kellermore, 484 HP. Okay. So number 1, Abelard's going for the Kellermore. Actually, no. Abelard's gonna push straight through here. Cabella's going for the Kellermorph. going to be here. Pascal will be midline here. Argenta's gonna take up the rear behind Abelard, so she can start spraying down this hallway, ideally. Cassia is gonna be in the middle there. I think that works pretty well. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get the front line set up.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
There. Get the rear set up. Like that. And the back line.
Me.
Oh, I just noticed that guy there.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
That's fine, that's fine.
If I may.
Go, Abelard. Sick 'em.
I will do my duty. At your
Sick
beck
'em.
and-
That's my boy.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Go, Abelard. Sick 'em. Well, not quite how I want that to go, but... Actually, no, Abelard can go down that way. Just get a full taunting stream on these four. Yeah, you see. Like, okay, I do use taunting stream, like, just enough to kind of warrant it, really. Cast that Pascal. But I do mean a huge favor to take care of this guy.
The scriptural prognosis
It would
is
actually be
favorable.
really nice if you could just take him out. Perfect. Thank you, Pascal.
The Omnissiah knows all.
Let's get a good chunk of dudes. Take a normal shot at this guy.
Combat is an equation. Your life is a negative.
Cool.
Bring deliverance.
Ooh.
Aim
Oh
for
my
the
goodness.
next time.
You are shooting the snot out of Cabela. Holy cow.
I must not falter.
Great job. If I can get Argenta into position, she can just fucking rapid fire down that hallway and take it and do such good damage. Cabela. No. We're going to move there.
As honor
Free
ordains.
stab. Then going to
Trust me.
Raining Blood.
As
Up
honor
over
ordains.
here. Hop back. Nope. Back. Over here. Double slice. Or I guess triple slice, technically. Ooh.
Whispers your name.
To arms, faithful up. Oh. How do you sneak those through the front doors, is my question. Okay, that's fine.
I shall not fail.
It's gonna get a little bit sneaky. I know what to do. Argenta. Argenta, if you would kindly.
Guided by faith.
Argenta, just if you would kindly. And do that.
Faith without
that.
deeds is worthless. I'll do
Gonna...
it. Each strike is a threat.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well, huh? Gonna hunt down
As the
Frey on
Emperor
the big
commands,
guys,
I
'cause they
act.
are definitely gonna be problematic.
I'll do it.
Let's see, and Frey on
Faith
this
without
guy
deeds
also.
is worthless.
And then do a triple
Power
shot.
resides in the will of the righteous.
Dunk. Cool.
This is why I was chosen.
Cool. Cool, cool. Then, my bait on
Problem
Abelard.
for me.
It's, 396. Goodness, you are
Nothing I can't
bulky.
do.
Dodge onto. Oh, thank goodness. Holy cow. Okay, sister. Move here. I'm gonna pop Rebel and
Justice for
Slaughter
the
just to get
weak.
that stack going. Pop that.
As the Emperor commands.
No, I forgot to do the warning shot, that's
Each
fine.
strike is a threat.
Ugh, rookies.
Damn. Say what you really think, Abelard.
I'll do it.
And chance for overband? Double kill with overband. Beautiful. Big guy's gonna move in, but not before Abelard does, so that's actually really good. 54-10. Yeah, let's
As
pop
the
that free
Emperor
loot
commands,
reload.
I act.
Don't touch me. No mercy for heretics.
Abelard,
A
if you would
tactically
mind
sound
being the
approach.
goat, as you often are.
I will do my duty.
Bonk.
Target well struck. Grey hair, sure hand. At your beck and call.
Taunt.
Victory is imminent.
Bonk.
No
Daring
matter the
reach.
cost. Indeed,
Ablard's got this.
it will be done. Reduce to dust.
Big dude does not stand a chance. And then move up. Bonk.
An exemplary strike.
Immediately pop that to have that ready.
I will do like you,
One
Grey
more
hair,
hit.
sure hand.
And it's gonna sound like they're against 15 plus. Now we're just gonna wonk him. So already have the counter attack up here, so that's worth it. And live bait going for it too. Live bait getting the double swing, and Abelard getting the counter hit. Through the front line, up there.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Go Cassia.
Me?
Go Cassia, buff up
If you
Cabela.
insist, Lord Captain.
That we're going to glimpse of face.
I'm not
Here
accustomed
you go,
to
Cabela.
being
Here's
ordered around.
some what effectively
Isn't
boils
this
down
a
to
job for the
healing.
serfs?
Aim
As
for
the
the opening.
tenants demand.
Take the free stab.
As honor
Triple
or
stab.
by the web. Ha!
You're still standing. Unfortunately, that's really well played.
Request approved.
I'm not stealing Gabella's kill. I'm gonna hit this guy with debuff so Gabella can knock this
My
in.
vow is to serve. Request approved.
Joint analysis and expose weakness. Perception bonus.
The Omniscient knows
Kill
all,
zone stratagem.
comprehends all.
Yeah.
Request approved.
I feel nothing.
Yeah,
Fear
run away and
nothing.
get cut down, nerd. Nemesite is crouching on the ground, clutching at the bleeding wound under his ribs. His tortured body is still strong, and everything in his posture expresses a will to fight on. The red scarf no longer covers his face. The vigilante grins at you with bloody teeth. Weak. I've yet to be impressed. The bright, familiar eyes of the flute player from the lower decks glint with boldness. The humble swindler used to play tricks on fools with the help of his trained rat now nods at you mockingly. I've been waiting for this meeting, Lord Captain. This dude? Really? He's the Kellermoy? I was cool with the dude with the rat. No longer covered by the broken goggles, the hairless skull is bulging with massive growths. However, the mutant nature of your enemy is just as quickly betrayed by an even more unsettling feature. The third arm growing out of his torso. You watch as its fingers deftly empty the drum of a stub revolver and load it with fresh rounds. I know you. You were the fortune peddler from the freight line who entertained the rabble with games and music. Not only that, as you can see, I also sang glorious songs about the cruelty of the officers and the callousness of the Lord Captain, and the bravery of the selfless Nemesite. Nobody ever noticed the pathetic little flute player who always carries a few ration cards for bribing enforcers, do they? Hiding in the shadows of your rotten kingdom was far too easy. You lost. Your battle for the ship's freedom is at an end. Do you have any last words before you die? Nemesite laughs derisively. Freedom? I care nothing for freedom, or for the throng willing to offer their necks to your yoke. I will not die for these wretches, but will gladly pay for your demise with my life. Both you and your drudges come from the same rotten roots. That is why you are so easy to fool. Nemesite and his march against authority are just a fancy story to tell the rabble, a convenient tool for recruiting the wronged and the dispossessed. In truth, all of you must die, and make way for those who are truly worthy, more pure, more pious, more courageous than any of you ever were. You lied to people, condemned them to death, and for that you will be punished. I will speak on behalf of those you have brought to ruin. Something in your voice causes Nemesite's sneer to fade and his gun to shake, but only for a moment. I see you have appropriated their names and memories well. How fitting to use people even in death. You'll be the last Nemesite this ship ever sees. I'll make sure of it. Aren't you a little overconfident? Nemesis casts a glance at the stub revolver in his hands, then back at you. You're right in front of me. My gun is loaded. I believe this tune is not quite finished yet. It feels like time has become Wow, sorry. It feels like time has become viscous and is slowing you down. You see the bloody hand of Nemesis raised the weapon, and your body reacts on its own accord. There's no time to deliberate. You draw your weapon and point the barrel at Nemesis. He's already aiming his own at you. A malevolent grin spreads over his face. The two black muzzles stare into each other, and the world around you narrows to a thin line. Cabela emerges nearby like a shadow, blade gleaming menacingly in her hand. She hissed softly, ready to pounce. It is your thread that will break today, and no other. Save your message for your false god when you meet him, servant of death. I'm glad I get to know you both down. I am glad to take you both down at once. The second gun is now pointed at Cabela. I vow that your murderous sect will follow along with the Lord Captain. Exchange glances with Cabela. Cabela is watching you out of the corner of her eye. She does not utter a word, but in her posture, in the cold look on her face, and the subtle glint of her blades, you read every movement of the deadly pains she's about to perform. Meanwhile, her slightly shifted gaze tells you that she's reading your tactics just as clearly. Nemesis will stand no chance when you two act as one. No matter what being you call to your side, I have the God Emperor on mine. That means you are doomed. If you knew even a shred of truth about my god, you would already be groveling on the floor, begging for a swift death. Absorbed in his zealous rejoinder, Nemesis is no longer holding you firmly in the sights of his weapon. A tense silence falls. For all the words have been spoken. At last, Nemesis says quietly, "It's time. Farewell, Lord Captain." The acerbic smile vanishes from his face. Instead, his demeanor turns cold, collected, calm, with the indifferent grimace of a skull. Time stops for a moment, and then, as if tossed by a blast wave, the events fly forward like a murderous shrapnel. I gotta go with Nod to Cabela and act in tandem to defeat the enemy. Hell yeah. You and Cabela move as one. You manage to confuse Nemesis with a perfectly timed maneuver. He's left hesitant to fire, but you are not. Cabela takes a deep breath and wipes the blood off her blade. The living legend's head lies severed at her feet. Look at the corpse. The decapitated body lies motionless on the deck. The cut at the neck stares back at him. Stares back at you from the grotesquely distorted ridge of his spine. The power of the folk myth fades into the air like the smoke billowing from the muzzle of his stub revolver. Thus ends the struggle of Nemesis. Cabela picks up the severed head from the deck and gazes into its extinguished eyes with a strange wistfulness. The struggle is not the people. The struggle is ideas. The people are merely their vessels, the carriers of the struggle. I need to reflect on his death, Domin. I need to stand before the Undying One, hear his blessed whisper. We can discuss what happened after. Understandable. Otherwise, lots of looting to do. Bolt pistol, plasma pistol. Nothing else seems to really be a Vaseline. Nothing else really seems to be of note, though. Can I
I'm listening.
please loot the body?
Follow my lead!
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking, my cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than
LD
high
pattern
blood
beetle
pressure.
rifle.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Like, I'd really like to make sure I do loot his body. There we go. Dead shot stub revolver. Promise of freedom. Promise of retribution. Relics of unknown saints. 50% runes every second attack against them is automatically dodged. This effect lasts up for 2 rounds. Neat. Efficient armored body glove. You have efficient. Yeah, no one else really wears light. No one else wears light that doesn't have like a special item as is. Goes in that slot. I need to get some gloves for Cassie apparently. I didn't realize I didn't have any gloves for her. Well, it's also because I just don't really have gloves that are good for her. What are your gloves? You know, that's better for you. I just don't really have any gloves that are good for Cassia, really. 3. What's persuasion? What's my persuasion at? 130. I don't really need that. Um. I mean, what's Cassie gonna do with 5 persuasion? You know, she's not even close to me. She's only 75, so like, it's still gonna use my numbers anyways. So you just don't really have. See, what was it? Lower imperium divided by 10. Why do I? Why have I not swapped that out? Holy cow! That is just better. Theoretically, I could throw Imperial Scroll on there, get another extra 1% on my armor. That's kind of funny. Love how I've unintentionally turned into a Lore Imperium build. What's your cape? That's fine. That's fine. And no real weapons or armor of note. No, that's not true, the pistols. So that's a shotgun. Deadshot stub revolver. Fix fatigue. I see. Those go together. That's actually really neat. Strength 35 for the Deadshot stub revolver. Wow. Alright, cool. Good job, team.
It's about time.
Let's pop a level also. Um, That would give me another point of armor. But I'm not gonna grab that, I don't think. I am kind of starting to run out of things I particularly want. Um, Rate serve. Sure. I'm at the point, like, I'm not really sure what abilities to get anymore, honestly. Defensive maneuver. I'm gonna grab some. Honestly, I should have gotten that for Abelard a while ago, thinking about it. Prediction protocols, sure. That works. Cassia. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. I might just get. Oh, I already got ballistic skill. No, reduced by 25. Maybe actually. Um. Sure, let's grab heavy weapon proficiency. Um. Get B smart. Go to inventory. Strength is so you can use heavy weapons up there. If you could use fiery retribution now. Which actually is kind of tempting. I could also throw on righteous anger. It's also really tempting. We're gonna try out righteous anger in that slot and see how that goes. Because that's tempting, honestly. That could be promising. A Confessor Zearman, do you have anything to say? Nope, nothing new. Alright. Alright, cool. Do I talk to Cabela now? Like, I kind of want to get to Dargonis because I've been putting it off, but at the same time, like, Cabela should just be. This shouldn't take too long, right? No, this year left.
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin honors us with a visit. The one who delivered this ark from the curse of your existence.
The malformed skull in Cabela's hands has been polished to a pale sheen. Its empty eye sockets pose a question that can only be answered in death. What did you wish to discuss?
For years, I have been honing my body and spirit through sacred rituals. I have ushered hundreds of souls to the other side. The hunt for Nemesis was not my first. Yet, after my enemy fell, for the first time ever, I felt empty. And that emptiness only grew heavier under the weight of the question that formed in my mind during that hunt. I prayed. I longed for his guidance to put my mind at rest. But in my self-pity, I showed weakness in the eyes of the Undying One. And so, my only answer was silence. I must therefore ask you this agonizing question, Domin. Tell me, what is the purpose of the blood-spun web?
Does this have anything to do with our earlier conversation about your resemblance to Nemesis?
Please, just answer me.
Fair enough. You serve the Undying Emperor, but you also serve his faithful. You are givers of his peace.
Then that makes me a driver of the ignorant. One who guides people into following an idea they may never hope to comprehend. All my life, I have walked the road that was prescribed for me. I did as I was told. I searched for the truth in other people's words, then repeated them in my own voice. And I never once questioned my destiny, until you came along, Nemo.
The way Cabello drags her metal claws across the skull in your hand seems almost affectionate.
I might just as easily have met Nemesite's fate, and he mine. All it would have taken is a different pattern of threads. The only distinction lies in our ideas. Thank you for this conversation, Domin. It has satiated the void that gnaws at my soul, if only for a time. As for how to seal this chasm for good, that I have yet to find out. May the tenets of the web guide me to the truth.
Happy to help. Alrighty. Did you do anything yet? Don't think so. Alright, to Dargonis we finally go. Wow, we're gonna have a lot to do here. Augure's Anomaly. Gonna check this out real quickly. Pretty sure we've already dealt with that, though. I think. I hope. Oh no, cool. Another burning world. This time the fires come from within the planet. The perpetual volcanic activity creating powerful cyclones of gases, ash clouds, and soot. Now that you know what to look for, your augurs easily locate traces of the mysterious underground construction. Send sacred machines to explore the peculiar constructions. The operation is difficult, but proceeds without a hitch. The machines make way to the unusual constructions and return carrying priceless samples. Seemingly uninteresting, these plates and weaves of heat-resistant material cause great excitement among the tech priests. Ceramite plating. The explorers are convinced you are holding the artifacts of a unique ancient Xeno civilization. The crew is now calling the builders from the flame. These creatures were accustomed to the incredibly high temperatures of the burning worlds. There may have been a silicon-based life form, or even sentient colonies of bacteria. More evidence is required if the research is to continue. Huh, that's neat. Alright. Well, one more warp jump and we are at Dargonis for a lot of things to work on. You're tapped. You're tapped. You're tapped. You're tapped. And you're tapped. Alright. It's time to return home, my friends. Goodness gracious, we have a lot to do with the Protectorate. Ducati ships. Yeah, great job guarding Dargonis, Harry Oxrim. Really serving your purpose. Alright, well, we got more Ducati to deal with. So let's go fuck them up.
Enemy contact. All hands make ready to unleash our fury.
Big guy there. Oh, and the two small guys are surrounding us. Not a particularly big fan of that. Can I hit you? I can try.
The time has come.
Beans.
Fire the
It's on
last
that side. Roger. Yeah, take a shallow jump. So we can do a little bit more at
This
least.
one goes down.
Do that. We're gonna do that. Warp channeler. Yeah. Warp channeler and just get a big multi-hit combo going. Right? That didn't do anything. Okay, mildly inconvenient. Not sure why that didn't do anything. We will plow into the exposed weakness side though. Really good damage. Immortality denied destroyers and moving in. Not the biggest fan that we're just surrounded by them. Seems a little unfair to me, but what do I know apparently? You know, like we're approaching them. Why do we approach and just end up in the middle? You know? That can't be the only one of the things that just feels a little weird. Hey, big guy. Light missile artillery. Our shields are holding. Goodness, our shields are holding. Bomber. Beans. Hey, back up. I pull... No. I don't have... Gonna do that, so we can get there. So we can blast in on you on this side. That extra sharp turn. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Huge. Huge damage. Nutty damage. Okay, go, my children. Shh. Do I have you deal with the bombers? Yeah, the bombers are probably gonna hurt a lot, honestly. Having you loop around to deal with them will be really nice. It's definitely worth it. You're moving in. Yeet. Our sword class frigate is getting torn apart. The ultimate sacrifice play, apparently.
This one's going down.
You did not need to do that. I assure you, you did not need to do that.
Blessed are the faithful.
But there's the win. Acute Hecutor pattern plasma battery. 33 shots each. That is more than the 2-shot. I might actually swap that out. So it's nice versatility to be able to hold on to, but it does not come up that often. So I'm actually going to... That's 21 damage. 24. Actually, no, because 3 shots dealing 24. Oh yeah, but you're mid-range, that's why I did kind of like you. No, but that's long range. That is just a direct upgrade. Honestly, getting range is actually pretty nice. Alright, cool. Draconis! How's it going, guys? An imposter claiming to be the rogue trader has arrived on the planet. Apparently, he indeed bears an uncanny resemblance to the rogue trader and has already managed to fool a number of nobles and collect ample gifts from them. Honestly, hire the hunters that act as a decoy is actually a pretty smart move. I actually kind of fuck with that. Oh no, 3 profit factor. I'm still at 87. The imposter was overjoyed to accept the offer. Now he attends social gatherings and other formal events, inspiring the planet's official with personal visits from the rogue trader. Like, you know what? That's actually, like, really, really useful. Swap out Cabela for Yearlat. So I start to really like having Yearlat and Argenta as just the 2 rangers being able to just dome people from a distance away. It's really nice to have. Cabela's also pretty useful, but like, Yearlat, let's get you. Let's get you your level. Why is there a corpse there? Like I just noticed that. Like there's just a corpse there. And I'll get you some more lore Xenos. What? Oh yeah, because we are actively dealing with Ducati.
A new
They are
challenge for me?
actively invading. Like, yeah, no doubt, that makes a lot of sense when I think about it for half a second. The Ducati are actively invading my planet. Clementia looks haggard, with deep shadows under her eyes and her hands trembling slightly. She's staring at you with a mixture of amazement and bitterness. Your lordship, is it really you? We'd lost all hope of seeing you again. I got here as fast as I could. I'm pretty sure. Draconis has been hit by a mass Xenos attack. The fleet's resistance was broken in mere hours, and the invaders commenced a planetary raid. The planetary defense forces were able to hold the inner perimeters of several cities. 2 of the attackers were stifled on the approaches to settlements, but the fights continue. Here as well, in the Von Valancius Palace. The Drukari are after living victims above all else. Why would they waste their forces assaulting the palace when they could be storming another city? Alas, I don't know the answer, your lordship. When the Xenos attacked the palace, they sent a force so great that the increased warden presence and the defense perimeter were wiped out in minutes. By the throne, whatever they were looking for in there, they spared no troops to get their hands on it. Where is Governor Drivestem? The governor is currently protected within a well-fortified bunker, as are the heads of the other noble houses. Clementia grinds her teeth audibly. Still, each family has provided all available resources to the defense of Dargonis, or rather, the defense of their respective regions. I need details. What has transpired on the planet? The attack began a few hours before dawn over the capital. They first attacked the fleet. We received boarding calls right before we lost communications with the crew. Their sacrifice wasn't for naught. The ground troops had the time to start mobilizing, and civilians went on to organize the defenses. Several hive cities managed to hold their perimeters, others sustained greater losses, and 2 cities were completely devastated. Our intelligence still knows nothing about the fate of millions of people. There's a high likelihood that we've lost them forever. I'm about to make every Xenos pay. Actually, get a detailed assessment of the damage as soon as we're done here. Indubitably, as soon as the situation on the planet stabilizes, in addition to our own territories, serious damage was done to the Adeptus Administratum Department, stationed on Dargonis. I hope this won't lead to any kind of accusations against House Von Valancius. What is the current situation? Clementia closes her eyes for a second, giving in to the overwhelming exhaustion. The PDF is on its last legs, your lordship. We've been waging a war of attrition for too long. Like, I feel like as soon as I got word... Like, unless I'm going crazy, but like, I feel like as soon as I got word that the Xenos were attacking Dargonis, I beelined here, didn't I? No, I think what it was, I heard Xenos were attacking Dargonis, so I zooped up, went around that little nook up top where we started, and then I came back down. I think that's what I did, and that's what I messed up here. Without any... Waging a war of attrition for too long, without any chance of support from outside. I pray to the Emperor that your arrival will change the tide of this operation. I have a feeling that the palace is the anchor point of the enemy's raid. Our Vox engineers are registering unknown signals coming from your residence to other areas on the planet. The scum must have set up a control center inside. We take out their command, and will weaken their peripheral forces. I don't see a single arbitrator. Have they decided to cower behind the walls of their headquarters? Not at all, your lordship. There are approximately 100 RBDs on the capital right now, and they are all defending the Administratum. Thanks to their bravery and fighting prowess, it is one of the few places in the hive that the Xenos have failed to overrun. Enough talk. I'm going in. With awe and gratitude, I transfer the command of the ground operation over to you, your lordship. The local troops are at your service. I beg of you, save Dargonis. That's the plan. Okay. Hyping up the man with the... Excuse me, hyping up the men with words of the rogue trader. No. Yeah, I know he deserved it. I mean, I know that's kind of how it goes, but like... I know that's kind of how it goes in the 41st millennium, but like... I would just give him a smack upside the head, you know? The box transmits the same repeating recording. The desperate calls for help, heartrending cries, the hysterical howl of a dying man. Yeah, that's the
Follow
fucking
my
Drukhari
lead.
for you. Torture. Clementia.
I cannot believe it. In the entire
I
history
like how they're
of
just
Von
right
Valantia's
there.
protectorate, there has never been an attack on the capital world.
Being the first and being the best are often one and the same, so my uncle taught me. Looking at the rogue trader now, I am not so certain.
I feel like that was an unnecessary jab.
I won't tolerate weakness. Smite the Xenos!
Unless you're praising me by saying that the attacks will only get worse after I die? Question mark? Like that felt very passive aggressive. I need to get you guys in. Let's see, Argenta. Let's move Argenta around. I did not know that's how that works. That's neat. So Argenta there. It's actually not a bad call. That. Just going to that just all the way over here, because that makes sense. Works fine. Yeah, that works good. Establish the front line.
If I may.
Establish the rear. And here you go, you can take that for yourself.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Honestly, I actually want to see what Argenta can
not a
do
servitor. Me?
with this fucking
If you
minigun.
insist, Lord
See if this
Captain.
is worth it.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
It's got some more energy to blast people with. So that single shot. Okay. Yeah,
As the
that gets
Emperor
all of them.
commands, I act.
Of course, that's the time you're super accurate.
I'll do it.
Of course, that's the time you are
Douse for the
super
weak.
accurate, Argenta.
As the Emperor
Fired
commands,
perfectly
I
straight down,
act.
not a single stray shot. Why would there be a stray shot?
Isn't this a job for the
Sister.
serfs?
Running binaric override.
Debuff.
My vow is to serve.
Whoops.
Running
I lost
binaric
track.
override.
God, I'm just so upset. That's the one time Argenta is like overly accurate.
If I
Just-
must,
Come on, sister.
I will not. This tedium is beneath. Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it serves your cause, I see you moving. No more.
Oh, wait, there more? Oh, we're also going up that way. Oh, I see. Okay, I did not realize that.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Gonna do this. It's gonna mark all three of you.
If I
Ah,
must.
I see. I made small air. I thought it was just
am not
initiating
your
combat with
Xenos
those
pet
three guys,
monkey.
not all of these guys. It's fine.
If it serves your cause. Fall, creatures!
Tink,
You call this a strike?
tink.
Fortune favors the swift.
was really hoping one of you guys would go down. Jeez.
This tedium has been...
You know what? Argenta, join her.
I'll do it.
Move there, run and gun.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Okay. And I should have moved there actually.
This is unacceptable. I will not.
Beans. Wow, I'm just messing up all my Argenta plays, honestly. Those two coming around. Oof.
Your misery is my treat.
Weather the storm.
Hey, bud. Cool, good job. Good job, guys. You're actually doing a lot better than I was expecting. Reposition Abelard.
Too easy. Follow my lead. We'll rule the stars themselves.
Go on, bud.
At your beck and call.
Whap.
Victory is in.
Bonk.
I took care of this one.
Perfect. Just to be safe.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Can I just run up to you? That's just a movement. Yeah, I can just move up to you and I'll just be more efficient, actually.
Indeed.
Wonk. Finish it, Abelard. My boy.
One fewer target.
My boy.
This can't be over.
Come on. Yoink all that. Yoink all that.
None shall stand in my way.
Yeesh. Battlefield looks more like a bloodbath. The defenders of the palace were taken by surprise and literally slaughtered. That's a vehicle.
A machine gun grants me insight.
Jeez, I do feel bad about letting this happen to my
I
protectorate.
sense something nearby.
I should have been paying
None are
more
better
attention.
at searching. A trivial task.
Or not.
Victory awaits.
Do you not struggle to carry the burden of all your years, Grey Warrior? Will your hand not eventually betray you in combat?
Youth has vigor on its side, but age has knowledge. I'm sure even a long-lived Xenos must understand the importance of experience.
He's not wrong. The gates have been swept off their mighty hinges, most likely as a result of a direct hit from a powerful weapon.
Don't you dare to cross us.
When Cesara notices you, her face contorts into a mask of rage. The Ducati's lips stretch into a predatory grin that bears no trace of her former haughtiness, only the promise of pain. You, malformed monkey, putrid vermin, you will pay for every moment I've spent on this pitiful planet. This is it, the true face of the Dark One. Her anger at you is so great that she shed her mask and revealed the beast beneath. Little La Soriani, the monkey's obedient servant, tried to survive the future, and then the two of us will still have plenty of fun. The Ducati licks her lips with a forked tongue. Aren't you glad to see me, Tazara? Oh, now that you have finally arrived, I'm filled with anticipation. The anticipation of skinning you, impaling you on hooks, and making you dance for mine and the Archon's amusements. Oops. Tazara's shriek drops to a hiss. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, that just went down the wrong pipe there. I suspected that you and the two-born cur were working together. You did not make me and my sisters linger here on a whim. You had a reason, and that reason involves you, yes? Is that it? Tell me, just a nod, so I could stand before the Archon and accuse him of treachery and compromising the raid. Wait, what cur are you talking about? Enough. Tazara bares their sharpened fangs. I will beat the truth out of your dead bodies. Yours and Mara's eyes. Sisters, attack! They're not in combat though. That is confusing. Okay, well, I'm gonna immediately send Pascal over here for the turrets. Shia will be in the middle. Abelard taking up the front. Genta, like you behind some cover. That over here. What was it? Can I get the Earlet over here? Yeah. And I'll take up the rear here. It's our Genta. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works enough, I think. Pascal, if you would kindly.
Advancing.
Activate some turrets for us, my buddy.
This explorator is blessed.
Oh, hey, you guys are hiding.
Functionality.
I'll hop you right over here. Get some cover for you. And blast this guy. And blast him one more time, please. Great job. Oh, there's actually a lot of dudes. Okay. It's getting increasingly problematic. Let's set up the lines before I forget.
If I may.
You go here, Lat.
I'm not
Here you
accustomed
go.
to being ordered around.
Let's get Eurolet set
I am
up.
a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Going to fate on yourself.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And Eurolet, let's get you set up as early as possible.
If I must. I understand your intent.
Double? Double. Hell yeah. that's huge. Try to clear out
If it
a bunch
serves
of
your
these guys,
cause.
honestly. Gonna mark these 3. That way I can just try to basically clear out the
My
left
heart
flank,
sings
ideally.
with the thrill of battle. I deal death with my hand.
Cool. Cool. So it leaves just that one. So we're doing pretty good all in all. Cassie's tapped. You're moving in. Don't like that.
Malice drives me.
Don't like this.
I've suffered
Bloodthirster.
Here we go.
Adelarde's still tanking it. Let's see. Claim the bounty on you. Secure that.
Another soul slips beyond
Good,
the
good.
veil.
Analyze you. Yeah, I cannot get you guys. That's fine. You're probably going to waste a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Getting there, and you. Yeah, you guys are not getting to me, so you're not going to be a problem just yet. So let's do
If it
that.
serves your cause.
That. Well, the odds are overpins into you. Pretty good, actually.
I understand your intent.
Not that.
I deal
You.
death with my hands.
God, Yerla, that's my girl. And in my
If it
sights on
serves your
Tazara.
cause.
Yeah, you're gonna move in.
Let's get to
Damage
it.
to the cover, unfortunately.
Let's make it quick.
I might actually position our Gensa to gun down these guys. Yeah, let's get our Genta in position. Take out these guys.
Rejoice in battle!
Do.
Already done.
Go, sister. Go,
Not a
sister.
problem for me.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, beans, I don't actually have the ability. Right. Oopsie doodle.
I'll do it.
Yeah, it's only a single shot. Whoops, I messed that up. Actually, hunt you.
Doubt is for the weak.
Hunt you. And hunt you.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
What I'm gonna do is actually
In
fire
thy
on
light I
mastery.
stand, and thy light I
And just-
crave. For you, my Emperor!
My fury.
I'll do it. This is
Don't-
why I was chosen.
Let me educate you on the art of
Actually, I'm pretty sure I
As
just
the
have
Emperor
a straight up
commands.
11 shots to this.
I will tear your heart out for this.
I refuse. This is why I was chosen.
This is gonna take a second,
I'll
guys.
do it. Each strike is a
Cool.
prayer.
For a flesh crafter.
Just gonna keep tinking away.
Fury.
Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds
Oh,
is
good. This is
worthless.
gonna take a second.
Let me
Apologies.
you on
As the
art of
Emperor
war.
commands, I'll do it.
And again.
This is why I was
I
chosen.
will tear your heart out for this.
So you keep
For
saying.
you, my
And so you
Emperor.
keep letting me just tink away at you. Oh, he survived.
Nothing I can't do.
Oh, I love Onto. Oh, I love Onto. You know what we're gonna do? Controlled shots,
Doubt
concentrated
is for the weak.
fire. There's the overband.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Argenta. What was that? I clicked on Tazara. Why did you mag dump Abelard? Oh my god. She's trying. She's really trying, but just goodness gracious. Why'd they swap positions? Am I the one that sees that?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Just a little confused there. Did I miss something?
Target well struck.
Bap bap.
I will do my duty.
Wonk. Endure.
No
Damn,
matter the
reach.
cost.
She's gonna die to bleeding, honestly. Honestly, you're probably gonna die to Anzu.
Technically sound of
Yeah. Hey, dude.
at your beck and call.
Elite warrior. Actually, Anzu will probably take you out again.
My place is at the fore.
Oh no, you're a gunner. Brain fuck. Yeah, you're not gonna take an op attack. If you're a gunner. No big deal. It's better to get you out than you, because you're just closer, so I have more people that can easily deal with you. God. So much more.
Explorators know one route. Forward.
Hey guys, were you not in the fight before? Was it just that one dude? I was under the understanding that you guys were already in the fight.
The scriptural prognosis
I guess I was wrong.
favorable.
I'm gonna steal the rear. And just
Running binary
bonk.
significant value.
And let's
Activate
blap.
force mode sacrifice.
I'm pretty sure now it's just you and the two marauders. So
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
thank you.
This tedium
Thank
is...
you.
I hear you moving. No more.
Wow, you just
They
interrupted
will bow
Cassia's turn.
before
That's
me.
rude.
I will take you down.
You know what? I haven't done this in a
I
while.
am a navigator,
And,
not a
you know,
servant.
actually get a kill.
Try to die with grace, at least.
There we go. Lots of loot to grab. Here we go. Are we missing anything?
challenge for
This over here. One of their fucking speeder bikes. Jeez, they really fucking tore up my place.
Experience. Nothing
Oh,
matters
hello.
more.
Sanctic powers. Oh, we got that. The bark of the tree is covered with thin streams of dark resin, similar to streaks of blood.
It's about time.
bloodthirster. I'm getting a collection of weapons I just want to hold on to.
Follow my lead.
Alright. Got more guys coming up. But we are over time for now. So I am going to save here and wrap up. Thank you all very much for coming around and hanging out. If you missed any of the stream and you want to catch up, we'll be uploading this over to YouTube later today. If you're over on YouTube and you want to join the stream, please do. You're all more than welcome to come and hang out with us. I do my best to stream every weekday from about 12 EST for about 2 hours a day. If you are so inclined, following over on Kick would be a huge help, or like, comment, and subscribe, and all that other engagement stuff over on YouTube would also be a huge help. But other than that, thank you all very much for being awesome, and have a wonderful rest of your day, homies. Peace out.